There's a changing of the guard coming. In less than 24 hours, voters in Bowie, Greenbelt, and Laurel will cast ballots for new leaders. A preview next on CTV News tonight.
For the first time in 21 years, Laurel will be electing a new mayor. So it's a very important election, and we hope residents will come out in full force.
In less than 24 hours, several municipalities will be heading to the polls. Good evening, I'm Byron Scott with the CTV News Update. Well, voters in the city of Laurel go to the polls tomorrow. Up for grabs are the mayor's office and 5 council seats. The mayor serves a 4-year term while council members serve for 2 years. Early voting in Laurel took place over the weekend. Here's what voters need to know about tomorrow.
What's important for City of Laurel residents to know about Election Day is that you must vote in the ward that you live in. If you have any questions on whether or not you're in Ward 1 or Ward 2, go to the city's website, cityoflaurel.org. There's a link there. You can click on it and a map will come up. You can find your address and determine what ward you should be voting in tomorrow on Election Day. This is one of the biggest races that the City of Laurel has had in quite some time. For the first time in 21 years, Laurel will be electing a new mayor. So it's a very important election, and we hope residents will come out in full force and exercise their right to vote.
And polls there open at 7 o'clock in the morning, close at 8 p.m. Well, residents of the city of College Park went to the polls yesterday. Fazlul Kabir, who ran unopposed, won his first full mayoral term with 1,217 votes. Other winners include Alan Yu in District 1, Susan Whitney in District 2, John Rigg in District 3, and Maria Mackey in District 4. Well, the county school district is bursting with young entrepreneurs, and some of the students showed off their businesses today. County Executive Angela Also Brooks hosted a career and technical education forum this morning. At the event, Also Brooks, along with Superintendent Millard House, met with students from the Summer 2023 Young Entrepreneur Camp. Through the program, students created and presented their own businesses. One of those who took part is Crossland High School student Taylor Exum, who created her own specialty bakery.
My project that I've been working on is a bakery. I aim to take my bakery to people who can have the confidence and the reassurability to eat bakery pastries they want. I want people to actually eat baking pastries that they can eat, like, people who have gluten-free limitations or people who can't eat sugar. I want them to personally have that ability without having the burden to not having to eat those things.
This makes me so happy to see all of the leaders, the young leaders who are in this room today, who I know are going to go on and do incredible things on behalf of our county. And I hope you've heard it said. If you haven't, I'm going to repeat it to you, to remember that greatness grows in Prince George's County, and you are a part of that greatness.
Exum and Noah Blackston were both first-place winners. They were each awarded $1,000. Congrats. Well, Maryland officials say goodbye today to one of the state's top leaders. Funeral services were held this morning for Joseph Segal, the executive director of the Maryland Transportation Authority. Known as a dedicated public servant, Segal passed away last month at the age of 58. And you're watching CTV News. I'm Byron Scott. Coming up, the County Council is hosting a mental health town hall. We'll level the details after the break. Back in a moment. Stay tuned.
I just knew that I wasn't the high-performing person I used to be. Pieces of my past are being erased. I was lucky we caught this at the very earliest stages. I hope that my story can give other people hope. There is life to be lived. Increasingly, there will be treatments. We need to invest even more in research and finding treatments and cures. If your loved one or you yourself are sitting there thinking, something is wrong, I'm not who I used to be, you can get some answers and you can get them for free.
Welcome back. The Prince George's County Council is hosting a mental health town hall. Council will be sitting as the Board of Health at the session. The event is set for tomorrow in Council Chambers. Council Vice Chair Walla Blagay, who serves as the chair of the Board of Health, says that society is experiencing a mental health crisis.
So number one, we're going to have the health officer come and discuss what we are doing on mental health, and some of it is not reaching the community. So this is a time where the community can hear directly from the county on what we're doing. But secondly, we need to hear from people as to what they're experiencing. And then that way that we can understand what we can do as a council to support. One of the families coming tomorrow, their son is a friend of mine and he killed himself. And when I asked them if they knew about 988, which is our suicide hotline, they say they never heard of it. But that's a lot of people in the community. So this is where we're giving information, but we're also receiving. We're trying to see where the gaping holes are.
Again, the event is tomorrow night at the Wayne K. Curry Administration Building. It goes from 6 to 8 p.m. Well, a new report finds that Marylanders are very charitable. According to Wallet Hub, Maryland ranks as the 4th most charitable state. The report also finds that the state ranks first in the percentage of people who donated time and the sixth for the percentage of donated income. Wallet Hub estimates that America has donated $5 billion per year to charities. Meantime, Maryland officials say you should do your research before giving any money.
Before you decide to give your money to somebody that's asking for a charitable purpose, right? If you're going to donate that money, you want to make sure it goes to the cause you're trying to give to, and not some other diverted reason. You want to give to an organization to help a specific purpose, and when you're doing that, the best way is just to do a little bit of research, and it doesn't take a ton of time. It sounds like a lot. It's not. A couple quick web checks, and that way you ensure your dollar or dollars go to a worthy cause and a worthy organization.
To check to see if a charity is registered with the state, go to sos.maryland.gov and click on the Charity tab. Well, it's application time for Community Development Block Grants. Grants of up to $50,000 are available to local groups working to provide housing and economic opportunities to low and moderate income families. Applications are available online now at the address on your screen. The deadline to apply is December 8th. And after the break, Simon Buggs has your Monday Sports Page report. Stay with us.
What's going on, sports fans? I'm here in College Park where I got a chance to speak to the head coach of the UMD men's basketball team. I'll hear more on what he had to say coming up in a bit. Stay right there.
Будемо продовжувати далі інформаційний марафон у перший день війни, яка власне тривала останні 8 років.
Mom?
Are you looking for an activity to do this winter? The county just might have what you're looking for. Registration for winter classes through Parks and Recreation opens up to county residents on Wednesday, November 15th. Officials say winter sessions will run from December 1st through February 29th. The agency will offer dozens of classes, programs, and events such as swimming, ice skating, yoga, and martial arts.
We want to serve our residents in Prince George's County, no matter the age or skill set, like I said. And it's our mission to help them live more and play more. No matter what the interest is, we've got something for you. Our museums, our nature centers, art facilities, and parks, they all provide an array of programs and expertise for residents of the county.
And to view the Parks and Recreation Department's winter guide, visit the website on your screen. Well, big changes are in store for the Capitol Heights Metro Station. New housing and retail development is in the works, and that means the 372-space park and ride lot will be eliminated. Kiss and ride space will also be scaled back as well. Metro is hosting a public hearing on the proposed development this Wednesday. It'll be held at the Capitol Heights Elementary at 601 Suffolk Avenue beginning at 6:30. The project is part of a plan to boost development along the Blue Line corridor.
Okay, sports fans, we begin your Monday sports page with some college football news.
The UMD football squad took the field over the weekend versus a Big Ten conference opponent in Penn State. The Terps had lost 3 straight coming into the game and were looking to get back in the win column. Beginning with the first quarter, the Terps offense struggled. Plays like this stop on 4th and 1 on the Terps opening possession by the Nittany Lions defense showed the team and fans that the Terps would have their hands full. After Penn State scored on their drive, Maryland was looking to put up some points of their own. But their drive would be cut short as receiver Ty Felton fumbled, giving Penn State the ball back. But Maryland's defense made nice plays such as this pressure on the quarterback to prevent the Nittany Lions from scoring. Moving on to the second quarter, the Terps were able to put together a drive that was capped off by the team scoring their first touchdown of the day thanks to this 7-yard pass completion to running back Roman Hemby, and Maryland went into halftime down 21-7. Switching to some third quarter action, the Nittany Lions defense still made it tough for the Terps to score due to plays like this sack on quarterback Talia Tagovailoa for a 9-yard loss on 3rd and 6 on their opening possession, and this pressure by Penn State's defense to force an incompletion later in the quarter. Due to the Terps' offensive and defensive struggles, they will get blown out by Penn State 51-15. Their next opponent will be Nebraska on Saturday.
Meanwhile, CTV Sports caught up with the head coach of the men's basketball team ahead of their matchup against Mount St. Mary's tomorrow.
So I think the biggest thing is just kind of seeing how these guys react to different lineups on the floor, because we weren't able to do that whatsoever the first 2 games. We were kind of handcuffed with really just one lineup. So having everyone out there against a veteran team that knows how to run their stuff that's the biggest thing I'm looking for, is see when we get different lineups in there that we haven't played with, how they react.
And finally, the Terps women's basketball team will suit up for their first game of the season tonight. The Lady Terps will take the court against Harvard at 7 o'clock. And that is your Monday sports page. Simon Buggs, CTV Sports.
Thank you, Simon. Let's get a quick check now on our 3-day weather forecast. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a low of 52 degrees. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy with a high of 76. Wednesday, mostly sunny. Temps will reach 65 during the day. And Thursday, mostly sunny with a high of 74 degrees. And that's our news for tonight. I'm Byron Scott. See you tomorrow night. Have a good night.